Today everyone, I'll be showing you adding and subtracting negative integers instantly, right? No calculator needed, throw it away, we're going to improve our brain power, right? So this video will be broken up into 3 parts. Part 1, adding negative integers with positive integers. Part 2, just adding negative integers. And part 3, if you stick to the end, I'll be showing you subtracting negative integers. So make sure to stick to the end because I'll show you and explain why 2 negatives equals a plus. Alright, so let's just get into it straight away. Alright, part 1, adding negative integers with positive integers. Alright, so let's consider this example, 28 minus 49. So if you try to directly compute that in your head, it's going to take you a while, right? Because then you're going to think, we go backwards, it's a nightmare. So when you're going to take a positive integer and subtract a negative integer, there's 2 questions you need to ask yourself. 1, so you first ignore minus signs and how far is it from integer, small integer 1 to integer 2. So ignore the minus and just ask yourself in your head, how do you go from 28 to 49? Because if you ask yourself that, that's a lot easier because that's just 21, right? That's just, I just have to go 21. And then step 2, the question you got to ask yourself, is answer positive or negative? There should be question marks. Right. So 28 minus 49, right? I'm subtracting a bigger number, so the answer is negative, right? So therefore, that means 28 minus 49 equals negative 21, right? And that's how you do it instantly. These 2 questions will take a matter of seconds to ask in your head, right? So let's look at one more example, just randomly, 52 minus 87, right? Okay, I'm just going to write the answer down as negative 25. Sorry, whoops, my bad, 35. It's embarrassing, right? But how did I do that so quickly? Well, I asked myself, how do I go from 52 to 87? That's 35. And then, is it positive or negative? Well, 87 is a bigger number, so yeah, it'll be negative, right? And just one more bonus example. Let's say negative 28 plus 43. Answer's 15. Straight away, how did I get that? Ignore the minus, right? And I think, how do I go from 28 to 43? What? I just go up 15. And then, is it positive or negative? Well, this is 43 is bigger than 28, so that means it will end up being positive. And that's how quick it is, right? These type of calculations you can do instantly, right? I see so many students get the calculator and I pretty much face palm in my head or sigh without them noticing, but yeah, it really hurts me when I see that, right? So you should be able to do it instantly within seconds, no calculator needed, right? Let's move on to the next section. Part 2, subtracting negative numbers. Sorry, just adding negative numbers in general, right? So negative 14 minus 27, right? This is considered adding negative numbers, right? Because plus and a minus together turns into a minus. So this is really easy and really quick. Answer straight away, negative 41. But how do I do that so quick? Well, 1, you ignore the minuses and just add the numbers. And then all you're going to do is place minus in the answer. So all I did here was, because I'm subtracting 2 negatives, well, I just ignored the minus and I did 14 plus 27. That's easy, that's just 41, but because they're both minus, it has to be negative. So let's just look at another example. Minus 66 minus 32. What's the answer straight away? Pause the video, have a go, but it's just negative 98. How did I do that so quick? 66 plus 32, that's 98. Both minus, chuck the minus there. That's it. Right, that's how quick you can add negative numbers together. It's pretty much just addition. And all you gotta do is chuck the minus on the end. Right? So if we start this hard, let's go to part 3, the final part. Right, part 3. right? So stuck this far, let's look at subtracting negative integers, right? So you've probably been taught or that when you have two minuses together, it turns into a plus. So 7 plus 2 equals 9. Yep. So that's really easy. But what I want to do is explain why that's the case, right? Because that confuses a lot of students when they first see it. Like, or people today, even like in 11, 12 or uni, or adults, they just know subtracting two numbers turns into a plus. So 2 minuses is a plus. So let's understand why that's the case. So this is the same as saying, what's the difference between 7 and minus 2, okay? But another way to restate that is when you're talking about difference between numbers is distance. It measures the distance between numbers. So, or what is the distance between 7 and minus 2? So if you draw a number line, let's go here, 0, maybe 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So count, what's the distance from between 7 and negative 2? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? That's it. That's why it turns into a plus, because what you're doing is, because it's minus, it's gone backwards from 0. So it's not from 2 to 7, it's from negative 2 to 7. So it's counting this extra distance from negative 2 to get to 0, and then adding the distance from 0 to 7. Right. Now let's look at a different example. Negative 4 minus negative 1. So this is negative 4 plus 1, which is just negative 3. Right. But why is the distance negative? That doesn't make sense. Well, let's go to the number line and extend it. Negative 3, negative 4. So look where negative 1 is and look where negative 4 is. Now the distance between them is 3, but the starting number is negative 4. So it's asking what's the distance between from negative 4 to negative 1. Well, you're going backwards 3. So when you're going backwards, that means we're going in a negative direction. That's why you get negative 3. So essentially, that's just to explain why 2 minus turn into a plus. You don't need to, that's just good knowledge so you understand what you're doing. But in reality, when we're doing math, you're just going to know how to calculate it. So basically, when we subtract a negative integer, there's two cases. It'll either turn into adding two positive numbers, that's really easy. Or case 1, or part 1 what we did today, adding a positive integer with a negative integer. So if I gave you let's just do one more harder example, a bit bigger, minus 28 minus negative 45, what's the answer in 1 second? 17. How did I get that so quick? Well, first off, 2 minus is plus. Right, so that's a plus. So then in the head, it's negative 28 plus 45 now. Alright, so it's plus 45. So we talked about in the first part how to do this. We think, how do we go from 28 to 45? Well, that's 17, and 45 is bigger than negative 28, so it's got to be positive. Right, so you'll be able to do these kind of calculations instantly. And why are these calculations important? Well, you apply these type of calculations in every type of operation of maths, decimals, fractions, wherever you use them, algebra, right? So it's very important you know how to do the basics just with integers by themselves instantly, which is what I've shown you today, how to do it instantly, right? How to add negative integers instantly, how to subtract negative integers instantly, all right? So that's it for part 3, and that's the end of adding and subtracting negative integers. So if you've reached this part of the video, that means you've watched the whole video, and that's awesome. So I'd like to thank you for watching the video to the end, right? And I hope you've learned a lot today, right? So if you did learn a lot, then make sure to subscribe for future videos. I'll try to upload up to 5 videos a week. Like, that's a lot of awesome content. So definitely subscribe. Also, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to smash that like button right down there, right? And comment below what you want future videos on, right? There's 5 videos a week. are up to. So plenty of opportunities to get videos on what you want. And finally, don't forget, share these videos with friends, right? If you did enjoy them, make sure everyone gets the opportunity to learn, and your friends will thank you.